Have you ever been told that seafood is one of the healthiest things you can put on your plate? Yeah, most of us have. But what if I told you that's not always true? Because behind the shimmering glaze of some of the most popular seafoods out there lies a truth that few people talk about, especially when it comes to aging bodies. If you're over 60, your body doesn't respond the way it used to. What once felt light and energizing can now quietly stir up inflammation, spike your blood pressure, or leave you waking up with sore joints and sluggish mornings. And here's the part that stings. These healthy seafoods, they're sold everywhere, on menus, in frozen meal kits, even recommended for senior diets. But the billion-dollar seafood industry, they're not in a hurry to warn older adults about the risks. That's why today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to explore the 4 worst seafoods to avoid after 60, and the 4 best backed by science that can help you feel stronger, move better, and stay sharp with age. And before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to seafood meal? Ever notice how certain fish or shellfish make you feel after eating them? Drop a comment, we read everyone. And if you're into real age-respecting health tips, hit that subscribe button. Let's do this together. Let's start with the first seafood that looks clean, but might be quietly stirring up joint pain and cholesterol spikes. Squid. You've seen it. Those tender, slightly chewy rings in pasta, in appetizers on Mediterranean plates. It seems light. It sounds healthy. But for people over 60, it can be one of the most deceptive foods on the menu. Just 3 ounces of cooked squid packs nearly 200 milligrams of cholesterol. That's over 65% of your recommended daily intake. Now, here's where age matters. As we get older, our liver becomes less efficient at clearing cholesterol, so more of it stays in your bloodstream, raising your risk of clogged arteries, stiff blood vessels, even heart attacks or stroke. And that's not all. Squid is rich in purines, natural compounds that break down into uric acid. And when your kidneys slow down with age, as they naturally do, they struggle to flush it all out. That uric acid can settle in your joints, leading to gout, a burning, painful arthritis that can strike out of nowhere. So if you've been eating squid thinking it's a lighter seafood option, but waking up with stiff fingers or sore knees, this might be one reason why. Next, a seafood that looks like crab, but couldn't be further from it. Imitation crab. You've seen it in sushi rolls, seafood salads, maybe even your favorite casserole. But let's call it what it is, a processed blend of leftover fish paste, starch, sugar, salt, and artificial flavors. It looks like crab, tastes a little like crab, but under the surface, it's a nutritional mirage. Imitation crab digests fast, spiking your blood sugar like white bread. If you're managing prediabetes or insulin resistance, this stuff can sneakily push your numbers the wrong way. And the sodium? Just 1 serving can have over 700 milligrams of salt, and that's before the soy sauce hits. For aging kidneys and blood pressure, that's a hard no. It might be affordable, familiar, even tasty, but imitation crab offers none of the real benefits of seafood and a whole lot of risks in return. Now let's talk about something that looks fancy on the plate, but might be quietly loading your body with toxic metals. Scallops. They're elegant, tender, often seared to perfection with garlic or butter. But scallops are filter feeders, they absorb what's in the ocean. And one of those things is cadmium, a heavy metal that doesn't cook out, rinse off, or go away easily. Once cadmium gets in your system, it stays, especially if your kidneys are slowing down. One study showed that even small servings of scallops can contain enough cadmium to exceed safe weekly limits for older adults. And the damage it causes? It's silent. You don't feel it until it starts to hurt your kidneys or raise your blood pressure over time. And unlike salmon or sardines, scallops are very low in omega-3s, the healthy fats that protect your brain, heart, and joints. So if you're eating scallops for health, you might be getting elegance on the outside, but very little support on the inside. And now, the most common and possibly most dangerous seafood for seniors, shrimp. It's in stir-fries, salads, frozen dinner trays. People love it for being light and lean. But there's more to the story. Just a small handful of shrimp has nearly 80 milligrams of cholesterol. That's a big deal when your arteries are aging, and your liver is processing things slower. And then there's tropomyosin, a protein in shrimp. That's one of the top triggers for shellfish allergies. Even if you've never had one before, new allergies can appear later in life, and shrimp is a common culprit. Plus, traces of chitin, that tough outer shell, can irritate sensitive digestion. Gas, bloating, inflammation. They may not be just getting older. It could be the shrimp on your plate. Oh, and here's the kicker. Over 40% of imported shrimp test positive for antibiotic residues. One's banned in many countries. That's not something you want in your gut. If shrimp is a weekly staple and you've been feeling stiff, tired, or bloated, maybe it's time to switch things up. Now let's flip the script, because there are seafoods out there that actually support you as you age. Let's explore 4 of the best nature's quiet healers from the sea. Sea cucumber. It might look strange at first, soft, squishy, almost alien, but inside, it's packed with collagen-like proteins and chondroitin sulfate, the very nutrients your joints, skin, and connective tissues are begging for. In one study, older adults who consumed sea cucumber regularly had 35% less joint pain and more flexibility within 12 weeks. It's like nature's joint supplement, but in food form, and gentler on your body. To prepare it, it's usually rehydrated, simmered slowly, and added to soups. The texture is soft, almost comforting. And for many seniors, it's made a real difference in daily comfort, especially around the knees, hips, and hands. Green-lipped mussels. From the clean waters of New Zealand. These mussels are rich in a rare omega-3 called ETA, known for blocking an enzyme that triggers inflammation in your joints. That's not just relief, that's getting to the root cause. Seniors in clinical trials saw over 40% less joint discomfort and better mobility after just a few months. Plus, they're full of minerals like zinc, selenium, and iodine, crucial nutrients that are harder to absorb as we age. Steamed with a little garlic and lemon, perfection. And powerful beyond belief. Oysters. They're more than a delicacy. They're one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Just 2 oysters give you over 100% of your daily zinc, which supports your immune system, healing, even brain clarity. They're also loaded with B12, copper, and selenium nutrients that help fight fatigue, support your thyroid, and protect your bones. If you've been feeling tired, foggy, or healing more slowly than you used to, oysters might be what your body's been missing. Sea moss. Not a fish, not a shellfish, just a humble sea plant, and one of the most powerful foods on Earth. Sea moss is rich in over 90 trace minerals, including magnesium, sulfur, and iron. It helps your body build collagen, soothe inflammation, and strengthen the gut lining. It's easy to prepare. Soak it, blend it, add it to your smoothie or tea. It's gentle, plant-based, and incredibly nourishing. For aging joints, dry skin, and gut health, this one is a true unsung hero. So let's bring it home. Not all seafood is good for you, especially after 60. Some, like squid, imitation crab, scallops, and shrimp, can quietly chip away at your health. Others, like sea cucumber, green-lipped mussels, oysters, and sea moss, can help you age with strength, energy, and grace. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Just choose a little wiser, listen to your body, and trust that aging well is possible. If this gave you a new perspective, let us know. Ever tried sea moss or oysters? Felt a difference after cutting out certain seafoods? We'd love to hear your story. And if you want more honest, science-backed health tips for life after 60, subscribe and stay with us here at Healthy Pills. Because your body still has so much life ahead, and we're here to help you live it fully.